They ripped the maid's frayed gray bag from her hands and dumped it across the marble floor. Debt notes, stale bread, a torn photo. Cadets roared with laughter. One girl ground her heel into the photo. Born from the gutter, but then a folded fabric slipped free gold stars, a general's insignia. The room froze. Lyra didn't move. Lyra didn't move, didn't flinch, didn't defend herself. Then with that steady, unreadable gaze, Alara, the rich cadet leading the taunts, snatched the bag again. See what else this nobody hides? Cadets howled as a nervous boy kicked her worn sneakers. Bet she can't afford laces? Lyra simply asked. You done? He shut up instantly. Alara dumped the bag again. Coins, an apple, a cracked notebook. She mocked. Lyra's handwriting. A buzzcat cadet kicked her coins across the floor. Lyra picked them up one by one, pausing only when she touched the torn photo of her younger self beside a uniformed man. She pocketed it quietly. Who's that sure imaginary dad? Lyra jeered. It's just a photo, Lyra said calmly. The crowd hesitated. Colonel Darian Vale entered, cold as stone. Pick up your trash and get out. A female cadet smeared the photo with her boot. Lyra only wiped it clean and kept her face blank. As she walked away, a tall cadet tried to trip her. She sidestepped without looking. Snickers turned on him instead. Captain Thane Roar, quiet, observant, retrieved Lyra's bag from a trash bin and found an old watch inside. CK01 Cassian Kestrel's code. Darian crossed the room, snatching it. Where did you get this? Lyra stopped. It was my father's. Fear flickered across Darian's face. The crowd sensed a shift. Alara tried to laugh it off, but her voice cracked. The next morning, Alara staged an even bigger humiliation, a public bag check. They spilled Lyra's belongings again, mocking every item. Stiff officer sneered, she's an embarrassment. Lyra looked at her. Then why's your hand shaking? The pen dropped. Lara pulled out the general's uniform again, Cassian, Kestrel's name shining. Darian snatched it, furious. You're done here. Lyra stepped closer, calm as ever. I never said I was pretending. At that exact moment, a screen beeped, projecting a list of embezzled funds. Darian's name at the top. The hall went silent. The room erupted in whispers. Darian lunged for the console, but Lyra stepped between her and the screen, blocking her path with nothing but quiet certainty. Alara, Lyra said without turning, you might want to step back. This is where the real story begins. Alara's smirk collapsed. The cadets shifted uneasily, sensing they'd crossed a line they couldn't laugh their way out of. Security officers rushed in, summoned automatically by the financial breach alert. One of them froze when he saw Lyra. Ma'am, it's that. Lyra reached into her bag and pulled out the one thing she never flaunted. The official pendant of the Kestrel family. The room inhaled. My name is Lyra Kestrel, she said softly. Daughter of General Cassian Kestrel. Alara staggered back as if slapped. A few cadets scrambled to salute. Others quickly tried to hide their earlier laughter. Darian's voice cracked. No, you disappeared. Your family thought dead, Lyra finished. Because someone altered the records. Security stepped forward, projecting the financial trail across the wall. Thousands stolen, signatures forged, cadets bribed, files deleted. Every line pointed to one source. Darian Vale. She tried to bolt. Thane Roar caught her by the arm, his grip firm but silent, eyes locked on Lyra, not with pity, but with recognition. You knew, he murmured. You knew all along. Lyra's bag was still on the floor. She picked it up, dusted it with care, then looked at the circle of cadets who had torn it open again and again. I never cared what you thought of me, she said plainly. But you should care who you try to break. Alara collapsed to her knees, tears streaking mascara. I didn't know. I'd known. Lyra met her eyes. You shouldn't need to know who someone is to treat them with dignity. Security dragged Darian out as she screamed Lyra's name. The cadets parted, leaving. A clear path that hadn't existed for her even an hour before. Thane Roar walked beside her. So what now? He asked. Lyra lifted her father's uniform from her bag, smoothing the cloth thoughtfully. Now, she said, I stop hiding, and for the first time, the academy doors opened for her, not out of pity, fear, or rank, but because she chose to walk through them,